barrels, because horses think that this is the speedway right here. You're at the NASCAR speedway, right? Yeah. So we need to let them know that they've got to be able to relax right here. So this is really important.
If you can't get them to relax in alleyways, and Josey's always had his local lots of circles down here, and then come walk through the barrels, come back down to the hot zone, local lots of circles, and come walk through the barrels. Make this be the work and let the pattern be where they catch their breath. And a lot of times you get a horse to backing off, they're not, you can take some of that steam off them a little bit if you're having trouble or they're getting too hot or too nervous in the alley. You can reverse that and make the work be back here and let that be where they relax.
Okay, and if you're still having trouble when you get home, how to rate your horse at the first barrel, this is really important. Just go all the way up in here, right in here. Whoa. And I don't want to do it way back there because I don't want a horse to rate way back there. I want him to rate right in this area, right here. And I want him to stay where he's good and straight right here. Okay? And if I'm going to go back and work this horse again, never turn him right, duck him off. You turn back here, go back, whoa. Just set him, let him know right here that this is the rate. And this is the turn. There's a rate. What's our saying, Ty? It's rate.
Rate, then wait.
And then wait. And then turn, look, and line up. So it's really important. Talk a little bit more about rate.
I like to think of, especially coming into this first barrel, how many of y'all watch the airplane land or take off? They stay on the runway, they're maintaining a forward motion. And that's the same thing. When we're coming to the first barrel, I like to think of this as the runway. If you get off the runway, you're going to crash. And so you want to stay on the runway, and that's your path to the first barrel. But as you're coming in there to it, a lot of times we'll go to slowing our horse down, but our horse is moving in towards the barrel. Having that ability with your hands to be able to feel your horse, know how much pressure on the inside rein and the outside rein it takes to keep that forward motion but slowing down is important. And some horses I'll call gathering them up. I may not actually bump them or check them hard, but I just take the slack out of the reins. Some horses need to be rated or checked harder, maybe a little bit sooner. The goal is for that horse to be backed off by the time where those tracks cross. I want them gathered up at that point. And I want to be able to drop that outside rein to make the turn, but sometimes we're too late checking or rating our horse, and then we're past the barrel before we drop our outside rein.
A common fault is going around the first barrel and not lining up right here. It's almost like we come out and we do a figure 8 across here. So this is something that you don't want to do, is leave that first barrel and you really have trouble even getting over for the second barrel. So I'm going to show you how to work when you get home. Okay. After you get around your first barrel, this is really necessary in your basic work. Okay. When you leave this first barrel, right here, get over. Teach him to move over. Well, wanting to fertilize the arena, okay? But get over right then, right time.
That's right. Overturning is important. Exaggerating, overturning your slow work makes it to where they'll line up automatically. And if you can have your horse lined up at that first barrel, then in between the barrels can become a horse race. If you're having to move your horse over all the way going to the second barrel, you're going to slow your horse down. So you want to put them in a position to where they can sprint to that next barrel and without you having to handle or maneuver them to get them over. Especially when you're practicing, your leads are important, but overturning the first barrel will help catch your left lead. There's only one lead change in a barrel pattern, and it should take place right in here. You're going to overturn and get that left lead. Martha put her horse's body in a position to catch the left lead. And then from there on out, you're going to stay in the left lead. Sometimes if that horse waits till the barrel to swap leads, I've seen some horses that can handle it and do it good, but most horses, if they swap right at the barrel, they usually start turning or anticipating. They usually get on their front end when they swap that lead, but I want to teach these horses to be in the lead before they get to the turn, where it doesn't affect their forward motion.
Okay, another tip for the day, y'all. Have one hat that will not fall off. This is my running hat right here, and I think I only lost my hat maybe one time in competition, because I'd always have a felt hat that would always stay on. So put your hat on and pull it down tight, because actually quarter horse shows if you lose your hat, you're disqualified. And sometimes it's a +5, but anyway, you never want to lose your hat. Okay, another thing you never want to do is hit barrels. Remember, a horse learns from repetition, so if you let him hit a barrel in practice, he thinks he's supposed to. So I want to teach a horse to never hit a barrel. And one thing that I do a lot of just plain old walking or trotting. But when I get right in here, I keep my horse straight, and I use my inside leg, and make this horse bend around my legs. Okay, another way that we can do, if we've got a horse that's really shouldering, if you'll talk while I do this.
You're going to load circles around this barrel, multiple circles, and this is good if you have a horse that, like you said, anticipates, wants to hit a barrel, and have a horse that's a little tardy. This is another way to work on rate. You get them tired in the barrel turn, get them relaxed, they're less likely to try to move in. That last time, come back and turn it tight and go to your next barrel. You can do that on all three barrels. Lisa does that a lot on her horses, and it really gets them settled in the turn, gets them standing up, but it also teaches them to bend in that rib cage and keep that forward motion, which is that's the most important thing, is forward motion.
We had a lot of second barrels that were hit the first run. So when you're coming into this second barrel, if you feel like your horse is trying to drop, keep that inside rein, inside leg, but you need to train them with leg.
You don't train with it, because in a run, some of these horses need to be taught to move off of the inside rein. You can go make a run right now and pick up your inside rein, he's probably still going to hit a barrel. But in your slow work, if you'll work them like that, then they'll know what you're doing when you're in a run. And then it goes back to, you got to forget that you got to ride your horse like he doesn't anticipate. A lot of people they think their horse is fixing to hit a barrel, they'll pull that outside rein, and you're going to get them to drop in the shoulder. So fix your problems at home and leave your problems at home. When you run that horse, there won't be any change made if you don't make that change with your hands. You're going to keep getting the same results.